Hi everyone, today I'll be making hot dog deviled eggs. What all goes into the hot dog deviled eggs? 8 eggs, hard boiled and peeled, 3/4 cups mayonnaise, 1/4 cup mustard, 1 tablespoon hot sauce, I've got sriracha, 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon Old Bay, 2 tablespoons dehydrated potato flakes. Interesting. 12 mini hot dogs, mustard, relish, or celery salt for garnish, and I might use mustard, but that's about it. So let's begin. I did want to acknowledge a discrepancy in the recipe. It said 8 eggs and only 12 of the mini hot dogs. So either do 12 hot dogs and 6 eggs or 16 hot dogs and 8 eggs. I'm not sure which is supposed to be, so I'm going to do the 8 eggs and the 16 hot dogs. So take your hard-boiled eggs, cut them in half lengthwise, put the whites on the platter and the yolks in a bowl. Cover your egg whites and put them in the refrigerator until you're ready to fill them. With the yolks that are in the bowl, add your 3/4 cup of mayonnaise, the 1/4 cup of mustard, the 1 teaspoon of the hot sauce, and you can use whatever hot sauce you want, your 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and your 1/2 teaspoon of the Old Bay seasoning, and then stir that in. And then mash the egg yolks. Looks pretty runny, doesn't it? I would actually mash the egg yolks up first before I added all this stuff, but I'm following the recipe as it says. It's one thing I always try to do is do the recipe as it says, and then if I want to make it again, I can make my own additions, subtractions, modifications. So I would suggest to mash the egg yolks first. Just my opinion. Then dump in your 2 tablespoons of the dehydrated potato flakes. This will thicken it slightly. You want it to be piping consistency when you're ready to assemble the deviled eggs. Store that in the refrigerator for a half an hour. It will thicken a little bit more in the refrigerator. And then when you're ready for it, if you want it a little bit thicker, you can add more potato flakes. Add some oil to your frying pan over medium-high heat. Add your mini hot dogs. And cook them until they're heated through and brown on all sides. So I did heat them up. They look pretty good. I'm going to set them aside and wait until the 30 minutes are up on the yolk mixture, and we'll continue. So the yolk sat in for 30 minutes. You can pipe this in. I'm just going to spoon it in, and then I might pipe some of the accents. I'm not sure yet. You want to fill them a little bit full. I decided I didn't need to add any more potato flakes. I think it's thick enough. I've got them all filled. Take your mini hot dog and put them on one on each egg. I'm going to pat them dry from the oil. Now the yolk is supposed to be the bun, so we will build up the bun a little bit on the sides of the hot dogs. Or I'm going to try. It may not look like a bun when I'm done, but we'll try the best we can. I think definitely these would be considered trick eggs. We'll see if Dave calls them that. I definitely had enough yolk to do the 8 eggs, so I'm thinking that's what that was supposed to be. I put some of the yolk mixture in a piping bag. I wasn't sure which tip, but I decided I'd just do a straight tip. Then take one of your eggs here. Well, it's kind of heavy. Take one of your eggs, and we're going to make this into a bun shape. And these eggs are heavy with the hot dog in there. That's making a mess. Well, I'm not going to pick them up. Well, that one doesn't look like a bun either. It had a bubble in it. Okay, let's try this better. Much better without picking them up. Maybe I'll get better at this. I don't usually pipe anything, and now you know why. It is kind of messy, but I think you're going to get the idea. Some kind of look like a hot dog and some don't. Hope they'll set up nice. Those are my hot dogs in a bun. Take your mustard or your relish and put on the little hot dogs, and then sprinkle it with celery seed all over. Dave doesn't like relish. He does like mustard on his hot dogs. So I'm going to put a little bit of mustard on his hot dog. And I don't really think celery seed needs to be on there. And the funny part of this is going to be, I'm going to serve hot dogs to go along with this. There we have our sad looking hot dog deviled eggs. I'll put them in the refrigerator and let them chill until we're ready to serve. So here are the hot dog deviled eggs, and rounding out the meal is a hot dog. I'll let Dave dress that up. Let's see what Dave thinks.
Or trick eggs.
Trick eggs. Those are hot dog deviled eggs.
You have all your fingers? All right. That was a really big bite.
Got a big mouth.
Something's got a little bit of a kick to it.
Yeah, it's got hot sauce in it, in the yolk stuff.
That's actually pretty good. It'll be real filling. Wouldn't take many of these, but I like it.
Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.